The bank job. The twin-bladed knife is being held inside Dolores Michaels' bank. You've researched the security system and planned to heist accordingly. Travel to Upper Cyria, break into the bank. The same place, it's just we're going to the bank this time.
A lifetime ago, I felt the power of the Void through Dowd. All of us who were close to him could do unnatural things. Move from rooftop to rooftop in the blink of an eye. Fall on our enemies and slit their throats, like shadows sharpened to a fine edge. I made Dunwall bleed for all it had done to me, to the ones I loved. Now the Outsider has given that back, for reasons I don't understand. But it feels good. We killed so many rich bastards who thought nothing of hurting us. It felt like justice. Is the Outsider to blame for what we did? Does corruption come from the Void, or from our own hearts? Witches and charlatans wearing necklaces of fingers and teeth. Cities sliding into chaos. Now the eyeless peddle black magic in the streets while their leaders keep even more dangerous secrets locked away. They've got a relic that turned a boy into a god centuries ago. A knife that might be the only way to destroy that god. The Outsider knows I intend to steal it. Does he know what else I intend to do?
So the mechanical soldiers are back.
You gave me this for luck, my sweet Deirdre. I don't know if it's ever worked that way, but maybe it will, this time. I'm ready to rob the bank.
Alright. Okay, I've already read that one. Bank job. The Outsider, the fucking Outsider himself on my ship, like he'd been waiting for me. Now I'm writing this down, half a hand and an eye that will never shut again. I can't touch them without shuddering. Feels just like the dreams. What did he see? Everything, if the Abbey's right. He has to know what Dowd and I are planning. Why tear half of me away? The eyeless kill over scraps of magic, and now I can see where the world is cracking like a mirror. I didn't want any of this. Does the Outsider always talk like that? Cryptic little shit, no wonder Dowd hates him. Many Eyes. Dowd used to say that everything in Dunwall was tangled together, that nothing was a coincidence. Well, it's true for Kanaka too. The eyeless might seem like a bunch of things trading bloody bones. Thugs trading bloody bones and foul recipes, but that coin flows from a richer vein. I found two of their leaders, Shan Yun, the Tivian songbird, and Ivan Jacobi, a city administrator. They have the knife that killed the Outsider, and they're keeping it hidden away behind lies and locked doors. But now I have their keys, and somewhere in Dolores Michaels' bank is a lock that needs turning. I won't let the eyeless stay hidden anymore. Nor myself. I see shadows everywhere, this dead eye looks, and my right arm twitches and blurs as if it'll stop moving on its own. These things aren't a part of me, but I can't escape them. The Outsider changed me into something I still don't understand. In Dunwall, Dor told me that no one was innocent, and gave me the means to judge them. Does the Outsider expect me to look down at him like I can down at Kanaka, and hold his life in this broken hand? Does he want to see me carve up the city to find him? I know he's watching. Well, I'm staring right back. Very interesting. Okay. The lonely rat boy and other tales. He had never learned love, only fear. Love was a phantom, a press of a gentle hand against his cheek that had long since lost its warmth. But his wounds were opened afresh each day, and had nothing but the white rat who stayed even when the world had abandoned him. The ones who had hurt him were within his sight. The boy carried his hands into fists. His nails bit into his palms. The Outsider's marks seared at his skin as he raised its magic. Rats roiled up from the black smoke, writhing and squealing in their conjured frenzy. Hundreds of eyes, dozens of noses, and innumerable rows of teeth. It was as if they had clawed from the darkness of the boy's own heart. What was dull now erupted into color. Blood spilled out, and soon blue and purple viscera, yellow fat, the hard white of their bones as the vermin bit down into their victims. Screams slipped away to gurgled, pleading, then silence. His tormentors were strewn across the dirty cobbles. Two rats fought over a piece of bloody flesh. The boy reached out to stroke one, The creature turned and sank its grinning jaws into its hand. Ow. I'm guessing that makes him not trusted anymore. But who knows? So I think I missed the first one, because I didn't think to look, like, over the bed or anything. Dord's journal. She's done good work, I know she would. Still, I know she has doubts. I asked her to do something that would terrify most. I don't blame her for questioning me. I won't live to kill the outsider myself. He knows that, and so does she. Her voice is lined with fear, guilt, and that eye always staring. I don't know what she'll have to confront in the void, but she's prepared. Will the outsider cower, like all the people I killed? Or will he know that he deserves what's coming, just as I do? I don't know what he thinks. He's talking to Billie now, not me. Sometimes I worry that all I do is burden her with my grudges, but I know she has her own reasons for seeing this through. She wouldn't be doing this if she didn't. I know you're reading this, Billie. I can never keep much hidden from you. You know I've never been a sentimental man. I couldn't be, but you never let go of the things that made you feel whole. And that's just another way. You're better than I ever was. There are some things you can't say aloud, so I'll write this down. Whatever you do next, I'm proud of you. Remember that. Oh, Dawn, I love you too. The Knife at Dunwall. Chapter 3. Dowd started the blade. The plan had gone perfectly, even better than he could have hoped. In fact, the whole thing had been too easy. But now that this was over, he felt hollow, and there was nothing in the world that could fill him again. He knew it was certainty that scared him. Billie called from the next room. Boss? Leave me. He nudged the door closed before she could say anything else. He trusted her more than any of them, but he didn't feel like talking. Cleaning the blood from the blade, he studied the marks he made on the cloth. Royal blood. But it looked the same as any other he'd seen before. Weren't the high and mighty supposed to be filled with something different, something better? Dow was tired. No amount of blood could change the way he felt. He didn't drink as a general rule, and sex had never meant interest to him. He felt a kind of exhaustion that couldn't be soothed away. A smile crept across his mouth. The Knife at Dunwall, exhausted, and yet something else. What was it he was feeling exactly? He looked into Jessamine Kaldwin's eyes at the moment her life slipped away, and in that moment a thought occurred to him. He'd made a mistake. He'd been misled. The kind of thinking was useless. She was just as dead whether he regretted it or not, but he'd seen his true face, reflected in her eyes, seen himself for what he really was, not a renowned assassin, not some great shaper of history, just another playing piece in an unknowable game. I hope there is actually a book out there about the Knife at Dunwall.
She can see it all. The void breaking and spreading through all the cracks, like seeing a sinking ship.
Interesting. So we can see things no one else can. Whoa. It's all red. Sunset. Hey, Dowd.
It's time.
It's time.
The bank is owned and managed by Dolores Michaels. I've cased the place and talked to some people, and there are a few ways inside. Others have tried and failed to rob it before.
They didn't have the focus we do. We're not after coin. How do you plan to get inside?
There are 3 possible ways. The roof, the trash disposal, and the sewers. All of them might work. Once I'm in, I need to find the vault. The knife must be in there.
The security in the bank will be high. What have you learned?
Not much. Guards, clockwork soldiers, and a lot of locked doors that can only be opened remotely. And that's all before I'd reach the vault itself.
There's an intake port on the roof that leads to the bank's ventilation system. If you find enough laudanum, most of the bank's security will be dazed before you even get inside.
There was a pharmacy in the district, but it's been seized by the bank. I'll see what I can find.
I know how resourceful you can be. These keys you found with the eyeless leaders will lead you to whatever holds the knife. You'll also need the bank manager's key. Deal with her how you see fit.
Then I'm ready.
Good.
Do you want me to stay?
No. There's nothing you can do for me here. Go get the knife. Kill the outsider. I trust you to finish this.
I will, Dowd. One way or another.
You've seen more than most. What we did years ago. The witches who tried to take the throne. The eyeless, keeping me in that pit. But I've been to the void, Billy. All the bitterness, hatred, and fear. And the outsider gets to choose who wields his black magic, and who cowers in the dark. That's something no one should decide.
Do you really think he's to blame for all of that? For what we all did?
The outsider gave me his mark, knowing what I could do with that kind of power. For years, I carved up Dunwall from the inside, until it fell apart. The world doesn't need more men like me.
If I can unlock the grate, then the path through the trash disposal would be simple.
You could pay the custodian a visit. See if he'll give you the key.
I heard word of a thief who nearly made it inside through the sewers, but couldn't get past the gate. Only the maintenance workers can open it. I had a street kid knock some bricks out of a tunnel wall down there. If I'm lucky, there'll be someone there to fix it.
It could
There's a
be the
security
quickest way
entrance on the
in,
roof,
though.
but getting up
Not
there
the
will be a
most pleasant.
challenge.
The bank will be difficult. But I know you've walked out of worse.
Dolores Michaels, cultist and creditor.
The wealthiest people in Karnaca trust her with their fortunes. If word gets out that someone broke into her vault, she'll be ruined.
Alright then, so I'm back here. I can easily just go back to my other save. I don't care if someone notices me. There's a... There's a... achievement. That's it. I want to get. I just need to figure out how to get it. So there's a trapdoor here. Okay. I need to find a way to open it. Okay, I don't know what that did. Ah, there it is. Alright. Let's go, Ivan. See ya.
Tell the outsider I'm coming for him.
And I should get an achievement for that. Alright. Achievement. And my sound turned off. Alright, my game, when annoying when I tried doing Shift Tab, turned off all sound. It does that sometimes, but it's been a while since it's done it. So, it's annoying. Hey, how are you? Don't know. Don't care. I was hoping they wouldn't notice me, but meh. Do I really need to do that? No, I don't. So what's this for? Wee. Boomba. Achievement? I put him through the trap door. Wee. He's still awake. Well, awake is a tough term. Isn't that what the achievement is? I'm not sure if you can see this screen. I press Shift Tab, and now I'm opening up the achievements thing. Drop Ivan Jacobi through the trapdoor. I did that. Die! Or maybe... Hang on.
Tell the outsider. I'm coming for him.
That didn't get me the achievement either. What is... What trapdoor then? Also, is that his blood? Because I think it is. Okay. What trapdoor are you talking about then? I've done it! Right? It's the only trapdoor I know of. Though, to be fair, I am running this with my phone's internet, so maybe it's just not picking it up as, oh, you did it! So, I don't really know what's going on. Sure. I'm just gonna go on with the mission then. Alright.
How am I supposed to get to the void?
You've always been good at uncovering secrets. The Eyeless have to know a way. Once you have the knife, finding that out will be your next move.
So what's it like? The void, I mean.
It feels as if you've cried for help and no one answered.
Were you gonna walk or not? That's pretty scary though, that thought. Alright, let's head out. Let's take the skiff. The skiff's always better.
I've never seen doubt so weak.
Let me
I
up!
might never see him again.
Hope we do. I hope we do. There it is. Alright, lovely skiff. I love you. Alright, I'm back here. For a reason. So I know how to put Ivan through the trapdoor now. I think you need to open the lever. I haven't googled this, by the way. I just figured it from thought. But I think
Never seen a safe like that before.
Shut up.
But I've cracked plenty. This shouldn't be too hard.
You've already cracked it. But I believe you have to pull the lever out while he's rehearsing. Now, what I want to do is I want to do this.
Where the oxrush blooms. Can't fool a machine.
I just wanted that for an achievement. I love achievements. I love achievements so much. Yeah. So, I could. I very much could. Nah. Too lazy. Let's go back. Alright, let's go to the skiff again. Ow. Go to Upper Siren. This is basically like the DLCs. You're in Dishonored 1, you're always going to the same place. Well, DLCs you didn't. But Dishonored 1 you did. I like that. It's cool. It's very cool. The bank job. The twin-bladed knife is being held inside Dolores Michael's bank. You've researched the security system and planned a heist accordingly. Travel to Upper Cyria, break into the bank, and steal the knife within. I love that the guard's looking at the camera. It's like, oh. Choose your approach. Proceed to the bank. No problem. Bank custodian's home. Okay.
Hurry up! The longer we stay here, the better our odds are of getting caught.
Faster? Be my guest.
Oh, sorry, Sal. I know you got it under control. I'm just worried about the... guards we saw earlier. No amount of coin is worth going to bomb that prison. Go ahead.
Oh, hey. How are you? Sorry. Is this gonna be like Deus Ex Mankind Divided? Where it's after curfew or something?
Rocket Gazette! Get your Gazette for the news of the day! I need assistance! What's going on here?
A spot.
Sing all you want, it's fine, don't worry. You're only gonna go in a scurry to death. Say hello to the outsider while you're there.
Bloodflies never stay caged for long.
Oh.
Serves her right.
I thought I destroyed them all. Ow! That's just... holy crap. That's just mad. You're not gonna sing this time? Fine. Alright, time to do this again.
Bloodflies never stay caged for long. Serves her right.
Well, I didn't have to use, like, one of them until then. That's funny. But Billy has a point. She should have destroyed the blood flies when she had a chance. Oh, it's closed. I still have that tattoo on anyway.
Pretty sure I saw it somewhere else. So let's see. What was it?
Really?
The reward is ours! Wait! Let's go! Wait, this isn't... I'm not impressed.
No way.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Really?
You won't get away! I hit hard!
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I'm holding. Oh, thank God. I held down A and I moved across before he noticed me. Alright, time to use full sight. Hey them. Hey there, and hey them. Hey there. Cause you're all going to cold, and I'm off to the bank to do a heist for the night that will kill the outsider. Boom, 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 boom. I am very sorry, but we have to cut this show. Oh God, not again. Yep. Place displace marker. Oh! I didn't know I could do that. And then, that's cool. Oh, talk about moves. Aren't you so a cool guy? That was moves.